Signing in here. Getting started on a Tuesday. Getting tuned up, as one does. And our viewers in here. Hopefully everyone saw the post to say that we will be live today. As we do. Good afternoon, Jay. Welcome. Got the old Telecaster out this week. I guess I kind of always have a Telecaster out, but this one's like a more proper, a gentleman's weapon. Sounds good though. The old Woodshed pickups. I love these pickups. I got a cool story we'll share once we get some more folks in here. Billy, what's up, man? Josh, how you doing, brother? Oh man, so Josh was at the Bonamassa gig on Sunday. Yeah, Billy's right. These are less output than the normal Sir Telly pickup. Excuse me. Yeah, it's way more vintage. Sounds really great on that kind of thing. So Sunday night, I can't stop playing. I love this thing. Yeah, it's really a great tone, man. I love it. Anyways, Sunday night, I guess technically it was Saturday night. I was hanging out, playing some video games with the boys, having a good time on the old Xbox, and got a text message from Mr. Bonamassa, and he said, "Hey man, you'll be in town. Why don't you bring your guitar out? Come sit in on a couple." I said, "Man, that sounds awesome. Sounds like a good fun time." So nothing planned, nothing laid out. I just went over there 4 o'clock, went through some riffs, and we did the Lonely Boy thing, which has got a cool little intro. I'll show you that intro, but kind of got that thing. Oh, the harmonic thing he does at the end, Eric, is this thing. Where you hit a harmonic and then you bend it behind the nut. You can do it anywhere, right? That kind of thing. One more time, so let me get down here in the camera where you can see it. Here you go. So I'm playing a harmonic. We're in key of G. That kind of thing. And I'm bending behind the nut on the G. So you're getting that sound. Isn't that cool? So that's what he's doing. And the thing that I played, I had a couple people being like, what did you play after he played that high thing? It's a Travis Toy idea. We'd use it on Mayberry with Rascal Flatts for like a outro thing. I think that kind of has this like... So... that kind of thing. So we were in the key of G. So I outlined the pentatonic with these stacked kind of fourth things. So let's take the G pentatonic and play it all on one string so you can see it. So stack it out like this. And you move the first finger behind and keep the note the same. You can do it like that, right? You can move it all over the place, right? So that's what I did. That was my call and response to Joe's ascending thing. That's how I went down it, Cool little intro to Lonely Boy is... right? And then we're back into the... Right. It's that thing, right? So one more time, play G up to the 9, then you play the 5 chord, which is D, down to the 4 chord, 4 minor, flat 3, flat 3 minor, and then 5. Kind of a diminished thing. I love those kind of sounds. Kind of Steve Morseism. I mean, Danny Gatton, everybody uses that thing. Speedy West, Jimmy Bryant. That's how all that stuff kind of sits together, right? Like, kind of holds itself together. But anyways, so Joseph calls me, and it was really cool because I'm friends with Josh, too, and Big D, the guitar tech. And those guys, just buds, and they wanted to play some tunes, and I was, obviously very, very honored. And Joe, in the text message, he goes, "Hey, man, I've got a couple of good amps if you don't feel like you want to bring anything." I was like, you know what, Joe? I'm sure you've got an amp that will be fine. So I took a little pedal board and gearbox, and that's it. A couple of UA pedals, the delay and the reverb. They were playing such a big room that didn't need any reverb, so just use the delay for a little slap back, kind of like what I got going on right now. And it was fine. It sounded great. The funny thing is like, here's Josh with two 50-watt amps. Here's Joe with, 400 watts. So he has one singular 412 that's a stereo 412, and it's split, and there's a 100-watt Marshall Jubilee on one side and 100-watt on the other side, and they are absolutely pegged, like super, super wound up. Sound great, though. And he's got the dumbles that he blends with them. I was kind of losing my train of thought because I started playing. Sorry. He's got the dumbles that he blends with them, and there's a Mesa, like a Leslie rotary kind of cabinet that he can blend into, which, and it sounded killer. And you can tell from the video that his tone is gargantuan. It's the loudest stage I've ever played on. Just absolutely crazy loud. Thank you guys in the chat who were here in East Tennessee and got to see it live. Billy's saying, was it the loudest stage volume? Yeah, easily. Easily. We had Joe at the camp, and he did a twin and a dumble together, but the 100-watt Marshalls with the dumbles is just crazy loud, crazy loud, right? Beardo down here, man, can you recommend some exercises to work on hybrid picking? Yeah. Take anything that you're used to playing that you like, like your pet licks. Like if you're used to playing like the rock licks like this, those kind of licks. All of these bluesy things out of the pentatonic. If you're used to playing those, start using the hybrid, and I'll kind of swing around here. Watch the camera that's like right there. So start using the middle and the ring fingers to play just double stops like this. Because you've got to get used to switching back and forth between the hybrid on the right hand and the pick, right? So you're going to be going like... Right? I'm trying to think my way through it as I do it. There's like a, going to a 4-chord. Like I'm just trying to play as if I wasn't using hybrid. But incorporating that in place of the pick. Right? That kind of thing. So I would definitely start with the licks that you already know and the things you already know how to play and how to weave in, because it's a matter of comfort. I never really learned by exercises. Here's a great like musical thing that you can use to work on your hybrid playing. Kind of like that Brent Mason thing, the blowing smoke kind of thing. Like that. What is it? That's right, isn't it? That's a great lick that he plays. I don't know if that's note for note, but it's really close to it. That kind of thing, right? So you're playing, that's the blow and smoke riff, or really close to it. It's not, I don't know if it's note for note. And if you need to slow it down to learn it, here it is. This is what you're going to use. You're going to use that Vidami. Slow that thing down. You can loop it. Take that little excerpt of what I just played. I'll play it one more time so you can have it for your Vidami usage. Here's the blowing smoke. You could loop that around and around, work on that one for your hybrid play. And another one that might be a tasty treat would be the Junktown riff. That thing right there. Might be a good one. Smoke Wagon might be a good one. Actually, it's probably on the record. I played it with drop D, so I just play on the low string. But when I play it live, I don't drop down. I just go up to the third. Right. Like that. All of those kind of things would be good for some hybrid pick in action. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a great, lovely Tuesday afternoon. Just had some rehearsals here in the old Woodshed for the big show with Mark Lettieri. That's going to be fun. Mark is on tour right now, so if he's coming close to you, go see him, right? Go see Mark. He is out on the road with his lovely band, and they're going to be coming through the Tennessee area on March 29th at the Jackson Terminal. So we're working up our lovely tasty set. Going to work up a couple of covers and some originals. Obviously, we're going to be playing some Junktown, Truth and Lie, Reach, all of those fan favorites, Forgotten Secrets. And, we had those rehearsals today. So it was fun to goof off with the boys a little bit. If you follow me on Instagram, you can probably see some of the antics from rehearsal. If you follow me on Patreon, you can see some actual rehearsal footage. So if you're interested in taking it to the next level, go to patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic and you can check that out. Thanks to Vidami as always. If you guys want to learn at an easier rate, you want to improve your playing, you want to make things easier, you don't want to have to mess with the keyboard, you can have the old Vidami. And I like the blue because it doesn't have a cord on it, but they've got one that's got a cord that goes into the USB. It's a fantastic tool for slowing down, looping, and playing along with all kinds of platforms, right? YouTube and TrueFire and my Patreon stuff. You can pause things. One of the things I like is I like to get something looped and then pause it, work around it, and then unpause. Like that just seems like the silliest, smallest, most insignificant little detail. But for me, I don't want to. I lose my place when I'm messing with the YouTube arrows, So I lose my place. And if I got pause on a button, it's nice. And I don't have to take my hands off the guitar and leave that thing down at my feet. It's a great tool. So thanks to Vidami. We got a couple of questions we're going to dig into here, which is going to be nice. Thanks everyone for hanging out. And yes, Chuck wants some Amos Moses. I've got my Coke here. We just had lunch. Delicious. Had some Mediterranean food. It was fantastic today. Very, very good. Very good lunch. Billy says, are these less output than the standard tele pickups? The answer is yes, they are. Michael says, loved your playing with JB. It's killer. How much louder was JB than me? He was about 4 times louder than me. I was using a single twin of his, and he had 4 amps on, all maxed out. So it was just, you can't even barely stand in front of it. Unbelievable. So we're going to scroll down here. What the heck did Joe play at 408 in the video? Some crazy high-to-low thing. Yeah, the harmonic bend. Sorry, I saw that earlier. I lost my place in the chat. Here's the hybrid picking thing we just saw. Here we go. Now I'm getting caught up. Mr. Barr says, have you ever explored the neoclassical side of things? I have, actually. There's plenty of videos out there of me playing the... what's the fame, the Steve, that thing. What is it? Right? That thing. Right, keeps on going. What's the last part? Right. Right, on clean Telecaster, which is funny. So I like that stuff. There's actually a cover of me on Instagram playing Ingve tune. Did a lesson on it. Rondé's in the house. Also, for my Patreon members, I'm going to let everyone know I've got a little challenge for Patreon members. We're building put together a little gift basket. Going to have some goodies in there. And the challenge is real simple. The challenge is, can you play along with something to where I can hear the chord changes without you having to have a backing track, right? Like, so if we were to play... like you can hear the chord changes, right? Can you play a song and hear the chord changes? And I'm going to judge it. All you got to do is just make sure you tag me on Instagram or Facebook or any of that stuff. Tag Vidami, and I'm going to put together a little gift basket. So the challenge is out there. I'm gonna judge it this week. So if you want in on it, you gotta hurry. Here we go. Getting back in. Eric's asking about hybrid picking. Okay, be more specific, and I'll try to help you guys out here while we hang out on the hybrid picking thing. Eric says, Andy Josh craze good. I saw Martin Miller has a masterclass available. Not sure if there are other resources available. Martin Miller is going to be joining us this year at the Woodshed Guitar Experience Camp, which takes place at the end of August. Going to be Tom Quayle, Nick Johnston, Mark Lettieri, Greg Koch, myself, Martin Miller. Going to be just a plethora of monster players. 3-day event in about an hour outside of Nashville. Would love to have you guys there. Very limited seating, 125 slots. That's it. Michael over here. First of all, how you doing, Michael? Everybody doing good today? Let me know in the chat if you're having a good day. I like the positive energy. Besides your hands, thin or thick picks to get that consistency. I use a thicker pick. I use about a 1.5. Here's my 2 picks that I like a lot. Here's the blue chip. I like that. Here's the one I use on acoustic and mandolin. A lot more girth to that thing. Love that. Love those. Very, very good picks. They sound good, too. Oh, this would sound better if I was just a little more in tune. I've been yanking on them ropes a little bit. Yeah. Let's see if that helps the situation at all. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Thicker pick, though, really helps me a lot. Mr. Barr wants to know about the relationship, me and Ben Eller, and how we've been long lost friends, lovers, and arch nemesis. Yeah, we live in East Tennessee, and for a long time, Ben lived about an hour or so away from me. hour and a half. And he had a band called Arc, and they did like instrumental prog metal stuff. I was in a band called Down From Up, and it was a little more of the radio rock kind of thing. And we do the occasional show together, but we became friends much later. It was he reached out to me wanting to shoot some video like regarding alternate picking for his channel, and that's how we kind of started hanging out. And I used him for rhythm guitar on some shows, and then he, I found he played bass, so we started working together a lot. And so now we just work together all the time, make albums. Kennedy Wood Band, my solo stuff. He tours with me when I do my thing. And he'll be on the gig and the 29th with Letary. It'll be great. So that's it. There's not a lot there. It's just we just started working together one day because we both just kind of liked each other's hang, and the playing and stuff was really good, and just kind of went from there. Very, very simple. Yeah, I wish I had a better story that involved like, us fighting over a girl or sword fights or, a duel or something really, that had a lot of character to it. I don't have anything. There's no ninja fights, no wrestling matches. It sounds like a freaking plane is going on. I don't know what's going on outside the studio here, but it is loud. Holy cow. Sorry, I got distracted. It's like a helicopter's landing outside or something. Man. We're going to wait for that to pass. That's so loud. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Definitely some kind of helicopters outside. Crazy. Usually this thing's pretty soundproof. Okay. Back into the questions. Yeah, I wish I had something better to say. Like, when I think of the great rivalries, I think of like Talladega Nights and then like all that kind of stuff, like the Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly kind of thing. We don't have any of that. Nope, nothing that interesting. But we do enjoy making the music together. I've known Andy Campbell, who plays drums, a long time. We enjoy making the music together, and that's kind of it. Just kind of short and sweet like that. Tom's asked if I've ever heard Joe Bonamassa, I'm assuming, play with the theremin. Yes, he actually did that when we were doing that one. When we were doing that tune, he used that theremin. He uses over the over that kind of like Phrygian thing to get this that sound, right? So kind of he uses it over that. It's really, really good. So yes, let's see here. I always see these lives late. Well, you're in it, Dota. You're here. You're doing it. And he says this might be a weird one, but I need a good chair to practice in. What am I sitting on here? This is the Emerge. This is a good chair. I got it at Office Depot. However, I really splurged for my video game chair. It's got the recline in it. It's nice. But I like this one because the arms lift up. So if you're not hitting any guitar on anything, which is nice, right? Right. That kind of thing. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Jumping back in, man, the chat's rolling today. You guys are doing good, huh? What amp, cabs, and microphone settings do I use with my aux box? Thanks. Right now I'm using a 412 Greenback 57 121. That's it. It's the thick, 412 thick. I like that one. It sounds really good with overdrive too. Let's see. Here's the gearbox. Nice with that kind of sound too. A little heavy on the overdrive there. A little bit better. Like when I use the overdrive, I kind of pull that room mic down a little bit, Kind of nice. So yeah, turn my other things back on. Yeah, I use that that greenback cabinet. It sounds really good. Really, really good. Can you show us what you're playing in the post-chorus of Forgotten Secrets? Jared here is saying the post-chorus. Yeah, let me grab a different guitar. Let me do that proper here. Go down to a different setting here on the old pedal rig. Grab a different guitar. Play through that. Check that out. Need a hamburger pickup for that, not a hot dog. Let's see. Better for that thing. For the rock thing. Let me tune it up real quick. Tune them up. Always got to tune them up. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. All right. So the post-chorus of Forgotten Secrets. When we're talking about, you actually have... Man, you can't beat those pickups for some overdrive. That sounds tasty. Love that sound. So what I consider Secrets has three or four parts really. You've got the intro, which is that like and I probably use like a little bit lighter of a gain, like a, and that's kind of a Tool inspired kind of thing. See how I'm doing that? I'm just hammering on. Using that pedal tone. And keeping the pedal tone down here in my third finger for the B, right? Kind of slide this over to me a little bit more, right? How's this? Maybe about like that, about right there. How's that? Yeah, it's good. And then part one, which what I would consider the verse, is this thing. And then the main chorus to me is this part. That thing, right? So that's one more time. I'm gonna try to play it. I gotta play it kind of up to speed. Right? And it can be like, I've seen people do it like this. I don't like the way that feels, and I don't like the way it sounds because it puts the slides on a very predictable kind of thing, where this one feels a little more unpredictable. I like the way that one sounds a little bit better. And now the third part has the odd time meter. That thing. No. So that's what that is. And if you want to loop that, you can whip out the old Vidami and you can loop it down. And it's all alternate picked. Like I love that tone of it being picked, you know. Kind of meant to sound banjo or mandolin-esque. Like a fiddle tune. You know. So that's the way that I think of secrets. Now there's like the modified bridge thing that happens that is a play on the front. Oh, sorry. Where I keep dropping it down diatonically. And it leads us into the solo, right? That thing. Kind of the more EJ. That kind of lick, right? But I think that's I think that's the part you were talking about is that part, right? Yeah. Okay, let's check this out. I'm going to enlarge this chat's scenario. I see it a little better. That's nice right there. A little more visual on it. Maybe I can bring it down just a little bit more. There we go. There we go. All right, so let's roll through a couple more questions here. Boom. Move this back. Okay. Can you recommend any good exercises to practice chicken picking? Yeah, for me, it's about maybe hit the one that I just played a few minutes ago. That was the Brent Mason Blow and Smoke. I would also recommend not exercises. I think if anyone ever hangs out in my chat or my live stream or my Patreon, the moment someone goes, "Can you recommend exercises?" my answer is no. I never used exercises ever. Like I just think exercises aren't music, and I never used them. I didn't develop my technique by exercises. It was songs. Like it was always songs. If you want to learn chicken picking, what are your favorite chicken picking songs? You know, like for me, it was like "I'm in Love with You, Baby," and "Don't Even Know Your Name" by Alan Jackson. Basically, any of those Alan Jackson records. Jimmy Olander from Diamond Rio, those records, like it was never about exercises. So unfortunately, Steve, this is answering Steve directly. I don't have exercises, man. Like I don't really operate that way. It's not in my, it wasn't how I developed my vocabulary. It was much more from playing songs. So I would, instead of just saying that and leaving you hung out to dry, I'm not going to do that. I will say find the chicken picking songs that you like and start learning those. For me, I learned a lot of Diamond Rio songs early on, a lot of Brent Mason songs early on. That was the thing, right? Here we go. Checking it out. How's the Rooster instrumental coming along? It's coming along nicely, Dusty. I'll give you a little bit of it. Kind of playing it like this, you know. Right, and then I use an octave fuzz for the. And this is how I've got the melody. And so forth, as one would go. But that's how I kind of got it going. It's going to be really cool. The thing that I used to this sound. Let's jump back over to the G&I. This is the G&I fuzz. Here's without it. Here's with it. Yeah, so that's how that thing is coming along. I feel like it's coming along nicely. That is going to be on my new record. I don't have a name for the record yet. We've been joking around calling it cock rock because it's like chicken picking but rock mixed together. So it's like that's probably a working title. We need to make it family friendly. But that's been the joke title of the album. But yeah, it's coming along nicely. That arrangement's going to be good. I feel like it's got vibe and kind of acknowledges some of my favorite parts is like working in that bass line. The other thing that was nice was working in Lane. So I had a guy on Patreon be like, ask me why I didn't do it in octaves for the Rooster. The reason is like Lane's part. You know, and then Jerry's line was. So if I played octaves, I couldn't get both of those parts, and I feel like you got to have both of those. You know, I love that little, really cool. Okay, digging back in here. Sam here is saying, what cabs? Yeah, I got that one. Also, yeah, Vidami works as a page turner for iPad and iPhone. I forgot to say that. Lucas says, do you practice with a metronome when you were developing your chops? No, I didn't. I played along with records. That's probably why I have a tendency to rush, is because I played along with a lot of bluegrass music, and that rarely put to a click. Michael's saying, can't wait for the Dweezil episode on balance. Gonna be awesome. That's gonna be really cool. Premier Guitar, I was asked to be a part of the Eddie Van Halen Running with the Dweezil podcast, which is amazing. Very, very cool. Running with the Dweezils, the Dweezil Zappa, his perspectives on Van Halen. He always has a special guest. He's had Joe Satriani, he's had Steve Vai, and they asked me to do the Balance album. I love the For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge Balance era Eddie Van Halen. It's some of my favorite stuff. So yeah, really, really cool stuff. Here we go. Let's go to Jeff saying he made it. Welcome, Jeff. Welcome. Top chat up here. What's going on in that top chat? Man, you guys are just rolling today. Here we go. Quick, hide the meth. Oh, that must be where the helicopter was outside, right? Jeff is saying, ever have any shoulder, elbow, or nerve pain from practicing too much? Occasionally, but it's more from just sitting and having bad posture and these things that I actually should, like, I have my strap. I should pull the strap and sit and play like this more often when I practice, I don't do that because I don't have the guitar that high when I play live. So, I'm not a guy that plays with the guitar like up here. So, I don't know. Maybe I should do a better job. But Phil's saying, what pickup is the bridge? So these are new pickups. These are new Sir pickups that don't exist yet. You're getting a little sneak peek into something that's not real yet. I can't divulge too many specs, but we swapped the magnets out. We started with a basic John Sir style humbucker, and then swapped the magnets out, changed some components in there, and man, I'm loving this thing. If you like the Van Halen, Wolfgang / Billy Gibbons style of humbucker, this thing's got what it takes. Loving this setup. So freaking good. Scott North. Andy, can you demonstrate the wonderful slippery Guthrie lick? Love your playing. Scott, I honestly don't know which lick that you're referring to. There's so many in that. So I'm sure there's if I was aware of which one you were talking about. Is it the super flashy one? Because there's a million lessons on YouTube on that one, and I would have to hear it and learn it real quick. I remember it being something to the effect of this kind of thing, that thing, and it maybe it moved up. It moved up some kind of way like that. I don't remember it from memory, obviously. My son Hunter Plexico, thank you for the 5 spot, my friend. Any donations that happen today, I'm going to donate to those in need in Europe. I hate what's happening over there. The things that are just atrocities against people that don't want that conflict. So any money that's donated today, I'm going to donate over to Ukraine and those in need. So thank you for the 5 spot. We're going to pay it forward. So that goes for anyone who's giving any money today. I see we've got $25 here that we're going to, any money that's raised today, we're just going to donate over, going to forward that on. He says, starting out on guitar, how would you sweeten Twinkle Twinkle Little Star so it can impress his 4th grade class? Plexico, my advice is I never learned Twinkle Little Star. When I was in the 4th grade, I wanted to play fiddle tunes. So I was learning other Whiskey Before Breakfast and Billy in the Low Ground and Red Haired Boy and things like that. So I would actually here's my advice to you. Ask your son what his favorite music is. That's how you're going to get him to play music. That goes for anybody. If you guys are feeling like you're hitting the wall in your playing and your practice times, and you feel like you're not making progress, you're feeling like the things aren't clicking and you're not getting better, I advise you to go back to the music that you love. Go play that. Crazy, I know, sounds crazy. Really is how I feel. That's how the Rooster solo arrangement came to be. When I hear a song that I like, I don't worry about the complexity. Okay, I was having a lesson with a student the other day, and my student had tons of chops, right? But he was frustrated at his musicality and his creativity and things like this. And I was just like, you've got to unplug that switch that says it has to be complex to sound good, because that's not true. Like, nothing is complex about that arrangement of Rooster. It's not heavy duty complexity. For me, it's like, what key is he doing Twinkle Little Star in? Is he doing it in D? I don't know. I honestly wouldn't even, like, if he doesn't like Twinkle Little Star, I wouldn't even mess with it. I'd be like, what's your favorite song? What is it, something that you like? I bet you he's not going to say something like The Trooper by Iron Maiden or something fast and demanding. He's probably going to say something that's pretty achievable. Just strumming along with like Eagles songs. That's a big one. Let me hit this tuner one more time. We've been in some strings. Here we go. There's the culprit. Just strumming along with Eagles tunes, Those kind of fundamental things are so much more important. And I think that's also what will impress the classmates. I remember this one. This is a fun story. I was in about the 8th grade. And that's about the time life starts getting challenging for kind of everybody. You have people that are, your bullies, or you have you failing in school, or you're trouble with the opposite sex, any of these things that just stack up on you. And I remember I was in the 8th grade, and somebody asked if I knew any Collective Soul. And I was like, no, I don't even know what that is. You know what I mean? I didn't listen to that kind of music. Actually, I kind of did, but it was just on the radio. I wasn't playing that kind of music. So they had it on CD, and they started playing it, and I learned this one. And I started playing that, and they thought that I was some kind of wizard. They just thought it was the craziest thing, and all of a sudden I was really cool. And they would come to me and be like, hey man, can you play like Yellow Lead better? And like, can you play this Pearl Jam riff? Can you play Alice in Chains? I was like, man, this is really, so like, all I gotta do is play these songs. People think I'm cool. That is my story of being in school and doing the thing that impressed the kids. I'm not trying to get you off topic, but I'm trying to be honest with you. I would ask your son Hunter, say, man, what do you like? What song do you like? And play that one. I still remember that song, Like, now it starts to get into, like, at this point in my life, I was like, can I play those parts at the same time? So, like, what be it? Try to do them all at the same time, right? Was it? Like, and I would sit and try to come up with an arrangement now. Like, that would be a fun exercise to do, and maybe I'll work that one up. I've kind of got an idea of how it could work now, even right now, you know. Maybe like that. Yeah, so maybe like maybe like that. No. Like that. Yeah, switch fingers. So here's what I've got to do is like switch the fingers. Right. There it is. How would I do that? Maybe have them both in there. You know, kind of a fun thing to do. So like you can see like how much time I'll just chew up just playing songs that I love, trying to figure out that melody line and make something cool that's like a cool arrangement that you don't have to be a guitar player to enjoy. Like only guitar players care about that stuff. Like nobody... Only guitar players care about that. Nobody else cares about that, right? Other people in the world are just like, yeah, it's cool, it's fast, whatever. But the moment you play something that somebody recognizes and they can sing along, it's like music is a communication thing, and people want to be involved. There's like a give and take from the listener to the audience. Joe's great at that. Joe Bonamassa, like watching him perform for an audience, it's like he's entertaining them. He's having a conversation with them. Like it's vehicle for interaction. A great topic. I don't know how we got there from Hunter wanting to learn Twinkle Little Star, but that's a great topic and how it kind of got going. All right, let's keep going here. Aaron P, man, good to see you. Throw some thumbs up in the house. Thanks, Pooh Ninja. Great to see you as always. Oral learner, not a visual learner. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's see here. Super chat. Thank you, Michael. Virtual. Beer for your guidance. Thank you so much. Be jumping on the Patreon. Can you give us a little Take It Off the Top or Simple Simon? I tell you what, Michael, I don't know Take It Off the Top or Simple Simon right off the top of my head. One of the ones I do remember a little bit is, and this has got to be paraphrased. I don't remember it exactly. Paraphrase. You remember that one? Tell me if you know that one. 10 points goes out to the person who can name that one. That's a Steve Morse Band deep cut right there. Michael asked her to Take It Off the Top or Simple Simon. 10 points to who can name that tasty jam right there. We got Dave saying he loves the Gearbox. Man, the Gearbox loves you, Dave. Thanks for supporting, brother. I'm really proud of that pedal. That's what you're hearing right now from my overdrive tone. Nice and thick, fat. I love a very vowel cello, EJ-esque kind of tone, I like a tone that's got an eating disorder, nice and fat. Yeah, nice. Michael says sounds killer like with the fuzz, the G&I. Yeah, man, it sounds so good, dude. So good. 12 string would make the rooster lick fat. Actually, Pooh, it's funny you say that. I'm using a 12 string on the record. So, yep. Here we go. Dusty's asking new pickups. New pickups ETA. I can't answer that, but this is them. These are woodbuckers. That's a working title. We don't know if that's going to be final, but woodbucker. I just think it sounds funny. Let's see. You don't have to know all the songs. We have Paul Gilbert for that. That's really good. Yeah, no doubt. Exactly. Can you please play Forgotten Secrets, please? Okay, by request, Larry. We'll take it out on Forgotten Secrets. And Stress Fest, Jay gets 10 points. There's the answer. Stress Fest. Steve Morse Band. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. Yeah. Yeah. Lauren saying, I heard you play that 100,000 times. Man, that's the thing, right? It's like I had to, you can't learn it without doing it a million times over. I've just wore people out with endless practice. How about some Forgotten Secrets by request? You know what? I'm going to add just a little bit more that tasty stereo delay here. Just a little bit more. Maybe just for heroics. How about that? It's kind of nice right there. Michael is saying, let us know where you're going to be this summer so we can catch you live. Well, barring the events overseas, I will be doing a clinic in lovely, sunny Corfu, Greece. Corfu Island. Going to be doing the Corfu Rock School. Go over there and check that out. It's a very limited number of seats. And I say limited, I mean it's like a week-long event. I think there's only like 25 or 30 seats. But it's Corfu, Greece. It's beautiful. I'm going to go over there. We're going to hang out, play some music, enjoy just a beautiful part of the world that I've never been to. And I cannot wait. Cannot wait to go over there and check that out. It's going to be really, really fun. Poo Ninja's saying, off topic, what's your favorite beverage? For the longest time, I was really into the energy drinks, like the Monster, specifically like the pink one or the neon green one, but I had to cut them out. So I can't really drink the thing that I like to drink. As far as an adult beverage, I like a good bourbon. There's no secret there. Right now, Oceans, the Jefferson's Oceans, great bottle of bourbon. If you're on a budget, Angel's Envy can get the job done. I'm not an endorser for alcoholism. If you have a drinking problem, do not drink. But for me, if I'm having an adult beverage, I like that. I'll tell you another guilty pleasure is when I go on vacation, I love what they call a boat drink. So you got the umbrella and the fruit, and I love that. I go on vacation, I want pineapple cocktail type of things. Love that. If you want to learn a Stress Fest by Steve Morse, here's how you're going to do it. Vidami. Shout out. These are the guys, I know you guys, I love having you over here in chat. I love you guys coming and hanging out, but I literally am only able to do these streams because Vidami is involved. They're bringing this to you on a weekly basis. Show some love to these folks. This is a beautiful, inexpensive tool that can really, really help your playing. It just takes your hands off the keyboard. I mean, there's all these details. It can turn pages. It can control your DAW. There's this well of things that it can do. But the point is, you don't have to touch it. It sits at your feet. You can loop. You can slow down. You can do all of these controlling functions of TrueFire and YouTube and Jam Play, various platforms. And you can just have it at your feet to start and stop. It's amazing. So if you want to learn that Stress Fest lick, that lovely Stress Fest Steve Morse, that one right there. Great alternate picking type of thing. Somebody mentioned earlier, what exercises did you work on your technique? I didn't. It was songs. So that's the thing right there. Is always working on songs that incorporate the technique. And you hear me a lot of times play licks that sound like this. Those are very much from learning those Steve Morse tunes. For example, in Stress Fest, or that lick right there, what is it? You know, and you hear so much of Steve's playing and John Petrucci with like those kind of licks, right? Like all of that is kind of comes from the worshiping at the altar of Steve Morse, right? Like that's where all that stuff came from, man. Loving the way this pedal sounds. Nice and fat. By request, Larry wanted to so it doesn't block your left hand. Yeah. You know what? I'll move it next stream. Absolutely. I end up moving so much a lot of times my guitar is even out of frame. So we're going to be improving. We're going to be replacing this camera right here pretty soon with another nice high def camera. So I'm going to be up in the game. Love my original Vidami. Can't wait to have the donuts for the blue. That's right. That's right. What do you win? I don't know. I think you win 10 points. 10 points for nailing Stress Fest. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Dave here is saying, I hope to see Uncle Ben Eller on your show soon. You both are my faves. Absolutely. We'll get Ben on here again. A couple of weeks ago, we had the mighty Eli Bishop in here, and Ben Eller were in here. That episode, for those that don't realize this, these live streams are recorded. I leave them up on my YouTube channel. So if you missed an episode with Ben, which we did have, you can watch that. It is a thing. It is here. Let's see. What is your favorite DAW of choice from Wade? Logic. I'm a Mac guy. I like the Macs. So yeah, it's very, very simple. Very simple setup I got going on. By request, some forgotten secrets. Let's check some audio levels before we just dive right in. And just see what we got. Make sure we're not just got things all over the place. See what we got. See how this sounds. Let's see if it's a little hot. Sounds pretty good. Maybe down just a touch. Down just a touch more. Down a little bit more. Right there. Sounds good right there. That part from earlier, you know? rock and roll music notes. Rock and roll music notes. That's fun. Fun stuff. Here we go. Maybe it could be Cousin Andy. Yeah. So Uncle Ben and Cousin Andy, that doesn't sound good at all. That sounds horrible. Trapped in an elevator with Cousin Andy and Uncle Ben. No. Thank you guys. Man, by request, I forgot to do this. Okay. I totally forgot that brother Chuck here from moderators. Give it up for our moderators, Vidami and Chuck. He had a request, a riff request, and I forgot to do it. So we can't sign off. I know we've gone a little over, but that's all right. That's all right. I'm not even going to plug that strap. Turn that delay off for this riff. This was for Chuck right here. Yeah, little Amos Moses, right? That's for Chuck. That's a good one. Yeah, so that's for Chuck. Chuck, I see you. Amos Moses was a Cajun, lived by himself in a swamp, hunted alligator for a living. He just knocked him in the head with a stump. Those are the real lyrics. You can't make that up, folks. If you could, you would be Jerry Reed and you would be awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with us here on a Tuesday afternoon. Thanks again to Vidami for making it happen. Could not do these streams without the fine folks at Vidami. The product is amazing. If you have any questions on technical aspects, the information, the various platforms, all of that stuff's on their website. Little housekeeping here. If you're interested in lessons, whether that be taking part in my weekly live Zoom call masterclass, think of it like a clinic you can do from your living room, right? We do that on patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic. You have to be a Combo Amp member to get into that. I also offer all the way up to exclusive one-on-one lessons over there. Okay. And then I upload videos over there all the time. Right now, there is a library of roughly 300 videos, lesson videos on Patreon. So you can get over there, get into that. We got a private Discord server for all you guys to kind of chat and communicate with each other. Other housekeeping would be andywoodmusic.com. Sign up for that email newsletter. I don't bombard you with spam. I'm not going to spam you. Basically, it's just to let you know when we have albums, tours, whoever I might be playing with, whether it be Rascal Flatts, whoever. All that information comes in that newsletter, andywoodmusic.com. Last little bit of housekeeping here is the Woodshed Guitar Experience. That's the 3-day camp that I host about an hour outside of Nashville, Tennessee, on a lovely lakefront property. Guests this year include, and not limited to, Mark Lettieri, Greg Koch, Tom Quell, Nick Johnston, Martin Miller, myself, a band of absolute musical mutants, and front of house engineering production provided to you by the lovely Jimmy T, who you might recognize from Dream Theater's team. So yeah, we've got a star-studded, absolutely loaded to the max lineup for Woodshed Guitar Experience. Limited, 125 slots, and I know we've been selling, so there's not 100 slots left. You need to sign up for that ASAP if you want to lock down your position and hang out with us for 3 days. You don't have to bring anything but your guitar. You don't have to bring that. We have guitars and amps everywhere, but if you want to bring your guitar, I encourage it. Everything's taken care of. Food, lodging, alcohol, it's all done. It's turnkey. Love it. You're coming to East Tennessee. You're going to let me take care of things. Andy Wood, woodshedguitarexperience.com. And that's the housekeeping. That's it. I have to say those things. I have to tell myself to say those things, or else people won't know. So that's it. thanks for hanging out. Hope everyone has just a lovely, lovely week. For my Patreon members, I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern. And I think that'll do it. I hope everyone has a great day. Appreciate you guys. Make sure to subscribe. Click the bell, notifications. That way you know when I start doing this stuff. So I hope I turn this off in the right order. I can't remember if I'm supposed to turn OBS off first or YouTube off first. We'll see. I'll see you guys next week for another Vidami live stream here at the Woodshed. Cheers.